Hi everyone, welcome back to Molecule to Mechanism. In today's video, I will be discussing about the anatomy of the stomach. So let's begin. അപ്പോൾ ഏതൊരു organ discuss ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്തും നമ്മൾ first and the foremost we should begin with the location and position of that particular organ. Here, the location and position of stomach. That is, so stomach is a J-shaped muscular organ that lies just below the diaphragm. It connects the esophagus above and the duodenum of the small intestine below. And about the location, it is located in the epigastric, umbilical and left hypochondric regions of the abdomen. Next is about parts of the stomach. So stomach mainly consists of four main parts. To begin with, cardia. So cardia lies just below the esophagus. The food particle from the esophagus is transferred to the first part of the stomach, that is cardia. Next is fundus. So from the figure itself you can see fundus is a dome-shaped part of the stomach which lies just above the cardia. Next is body. Body is the largest and central part of the stomach. And finally pylorus, which connects to the duodenum. And pylorus is divided into two main regions. One is pyloric antrum and the other one is pyloric canal. So pyloric antrum is the wider part of the pylorus where food particles are mixed. And in case of pyloric canal, it is the narrow part of the pylorus which connects to the duodenum. Next is about sphincters. So sphincters, there are two important types of sphincters located in stomach, which regulates the entry and exit of food. One is lower esophageal sphincter and the other one is pyloric sphincter. Lower esophageal sphincter, it is located between the esophagus and cardia, which is otherwise called as cardiac sphincter, which prevent the backflow of acid as well as food from the stomach to the esophagus. Next is pyloric sphincter. So pyloric sphincter is located between the duodenum and the pylorus, which regulate the flow of chyme. What do you mean by chyme? Chyme is partially digested food particles to the small intestine, and that too in small amounts. Next is about curvatures of stomach. There are two types of curvatures, that is greater curvature and lesser curvature. Greater curvature you can see in the left part of the stomach and lesser curvature is in the right part of the stomach. So next is about wall layers of the stomach. So stomach mainly consists of four main layers. So from inner to outer, first is mucosa, submucosa, muscularis and finally serosa. So mucosa, it is the inner lining of the stomach. It consists of glands that secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid as well as some enzymes. Next is submucosa. So submucosa consists of blood vessels as well as nerves. Third layer is muscularis and it consists of three layers of smooth muscles, that is inner oblique, middle circular and outer longitudinal. Next comes serosa. It is the outer protective layer of the stomach. So in this section, I will be discussing about the functions of the stomach as well as the blood supply and nerve supply to the stomach. So first about the functions of the stomach. Yes, the major function of the stomach is to store the food materials temporarily. Next is about the mechanical digestion of the stomach. What do you mean by mechanical digestion of the stomach? That is the churning of the food materials with the help of muscles. What do you mean by churning? It is the conversion of the complex food materials into simpler forms. Next is about chemical digestion. So digestion of the food materials with the help of enzymes such as pepsin and hydrochloric acid. And last one, controlled release of food to the duodenum with the help of pyloric sphincter. So that's the major function of stomach. Next is blood supply and nerve supply to the stomach. So in case of blood supply, the stomach receives blood from the branches of the celiac artery, mainly the right and left gastric arteries. Next is about nerve supply. So in case of parasympathetic nerve, that is the vagus nerve, it increases the digestion. And sympathetic nerves control the flow of blood to the stomach and regulate muscle tone. So that's all for today's class. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.